welcome back to my channel. It is me, it is I, it is she, it is her, it is the, it is who. That's a sad 51-year-old woman. It's Rosie Rosette 2020. Pow. How are you guys doing today? I am devastated. I am really devastated because I just thought that he would pull through. For some reason, I don't know why, he's 50 years old. Has DMX been shot? Was he ever shot? I don't know. I'm thinking of 50 Cent. He pulled through. Tupac pulled through twice. Well, no, he pulled through once. And then the second time he didn't pull through. Although, you know what? I think he did pull through twice. Not DMX, Tupac. I think he did. I personally, I don't care what anyone says, I think Tupac is still alive. Now, DMX, you know, I thought he was my number two. He was definitely my number two rapper of all time. Tupac was number one, DMX was number two, and Eminem is number three. Now, as far as best movies, Belly is my all-time favorite movie. I've said it before. I'm not saying it just because he died. I'm not saying it just because DMX passed away. Belly is my all-time favorite movie. That opening scene, there's no other. There is no other movie that, oh, well, okay, no other movie whose opening scene can come anywhere close. Now, why it didn't get an Emmy or a Oscar, I don't know. But, you know, the same reason why The Wire never got any accolades. None. Best TV series ever. Ghost, is that the name of it? Ghost can't come anywhere near. Like, there's no TV series who people pay. That's the only reason why I had HBO. I have not had HBO since, and don't want to. I haven't had HBO. I don't have Netflix. I think I have Hulu. I don't have anything. Anything. I barely have cable. Whatever. I can look at my iPad and look at everything basically that I want to look at. But anyway, Belly, oh my God, that opening scene now. I was just thinking about Compton, Straight Outta Compton. That opening scene is the only movie I know ever that can come anywhere close to what Belly. No, honey, Belly. And then that sex scene and that picture. You know, that picture of the dark woman or whatever she was. She was real dark. And I think you could see her legs and her butt or whatever. Belly was an all-time classic. How is Nas doing? I haven't heard anything from him. I don't know what their relationship was, but you know, all those people in the cast, excuse me, but I have to have a cough syrup in my mouth because right here, see, right here is feeling a certain type of way. I don't know what's going on in my body, but I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. Like I said, DMX was like my number two as far as rapper. And he was such a manly man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get any manlier than DMX. He was like manly thug, real, very pathetic, very good with his words, you know, his lyrics. I saw a picture of him or a clip of him at the one of Kanye's Sunday Best or whatever. Oh, he was just so real. You know, one thing about DMX, and I pride him and myself on this, he was always him. You would never get, you know, well, I don't know. I didn't know the man. I never knew the man. I never knew the man, never seen him in person. Thank God. Let me tell you, honey, if I had ever seen DMX in person, oh, it would be over. They would have to call the cops. He would probably have to fight me. He'd probably have to fight me, or his woman would probably have to fight me to keep me away. Because let me tell you, ooh, if I would have ever saw DMX in public, baby, TMZ, the police, his bodyguard, me and him would have probably been fighting because he would have probably been like, look, you are going to have to get away, crazy lady. And I would have been like, no, I'm not going nowhere, honey. It was this one lady. Is another clip. I guess she saw DMX at some little mall or something like that. She rolled up, put on his music. It was like, honey, I need a picture. I need a picture. I would have been the same way, but I would have been like locked. I would have been like, DMX would have been like, no, DMX or Tupac. Boy, I can't believe they're gone. I'm still getting over Tupac. Never met him. Still getting over Nipsey. I didn't really even know about Nipsey and, his background or, how prominent he was in the community or in the world until after he died. Okay. But DMX, oh boy, Honey Belly. Oh, now I put it on my Instagram or something. Now I have to look at Belly and cry over and over and over and over again. Oh my God. He was such a great actor. Such an amazing rapper. Just, I know he wasn't perfect, but he's gone. Like, he is really gone. And I think they said that he was the only rapper that had 2 #1 albums in the same month or something like that. Or the same year. Probably the same year, not the same month. All the movies or most of the movies that he was in, a few of them reached #1. It's just like, why? I just wish that drugs wasn't an element. I really wish that we could all just break away from drugs. And the demons that are in our bodies that make us want to get to that high or be high or stay high or enjoy being high or whatever. Again, I don't know what it's like to be high. Oh, no. I know what it's like to be drunk. I think I've had like some cookies and I've laughed. But I've never had like a heroin high or a crack high or a cocaine high. I just don't know. And believe me, I don't want to know. I'm high every day off of life. Like, my spirit is just literally like, I'm going to tell you how my spirit is. And listen, one dog, I was in Old Navy today. Ooh, I got to take out the cell phone. I was in Old Navy, and this dog just kept running, little lap dog. It kept running up to me wanting to play. And it wasn't like I was like, oh, Poochie. And I think I might have been like, oh, Poochie. Oh, my God. It kept running up to me like every time it would see me, right? It was one dog. Okay, then I went to Bloomingdale's, okay? And this dog, it had the best looking afro. The afro on this dog, it was cut like the best afro I've ever seen in life. Dog or human being. Okay. And oh my God. Let me see if you can. Now, I don't know. Can you see? Can you see how cute the afro is? Okay. It was the best afro. It was shaped perfectly. Now, I showed this to my son, and I was like, the owners were extremely rich. You know how you can tell rich people? Usually the woman is really skinny and has a lot of plastic surgeries, old, but lots of plastic surgery. She was dressed very, not classy, but just kind of hip, but just you could see the money. You could see the money. You know what I'm saying? And then the man, he also had face surgery or whatever, and he was dressed kind of hip, real hip, but you could tell they exude money. Wasn't that new money, because these were older women, but you can definitely tell from that dog. And my son said that the dog is a very expensive dog. I thought it was just a little poodle, but the afro on the dog. So I'm saying that. So the dog, okay, so the couple, I guess she was looking at shoes or whatever, and they let the leash go, the dog came up to me. And, the lady was like, well, why is Pepe, whatever, why did she go up to her? She lied. They were just astonished that the dog walked over to me. And I was just amazed by the afro or whatever. And they just thought that that was the weirdest thing. And then I guess when the woman acknowledged the dog, I guess she obeyed her mom or her, human mom, and walked over to her and, gave all the attention. But the dog was like radiating towards me. Anyway, I say all that to say my spirit is enough. I don't need drugs. Now, why DMX? Why he relapsed, if that's the reason why he had the heart attack. If. Now, Tasha K said something, and I think she's coming out with some juice. I don't know what it is. I don't know. She may not, because she normally doesn't cover dead people. Okay. Now, maybe she should have did it before. I don't know. Maybe she did it already. I don't know. But I know she has something. She usually comes with the good tea, And then I was on Instagram and it said his 17 kids were there. And I'm like, wait, hold up. How did it go from 15 to 17? Were there 2 more that, showed up or appeared? Like, how many kids did he have? It's so sad. It really is sad. And then there was an actress or somebody who was his goddaughter who was raised with his kids. See, you know what? There's a lot. It's too many elements. How many baby mamas did he have? He had a fiance, an ex-wife, all of these baby mamas, all of these kids. But, he did say, I saw a couple of scripts. I wish I could add some of this stuff in. I really need to learn how to edit. Excuse me. I really do need to learn how to edit, because I need to add some of these clips. I don't know if I can or not into this video, because it was a couple of clips where he said, if he died today, he lived a happy life. So you know what? Listen, if someone can say that, hey, I mean, at least he did things that most of us will never do. He accomplished things that I probably will never do. I don't want to do. I don't want to be a rapper. I would like to be in a movie, and I wouldn't mind if the movie went #1. But, my thing is travel. Now, there's one other thing that I would like to do before I pass, and that would be to open a house in Detroit and have foster kids, or take care of kids. Make sure they're fed. Make sure they're bathed. Make sure they have clothes on. Make sure they go to school. Make sure that I'm at the teachers' things. I'm really passionate about that, and that's my hope and dream. I mean, I would like to do that anywhere, but I would really like to, buy a big house in Detroit. Have about 3 or 4 rooms, for kids. Just to come, kids, teenagers, young adults, where they don't have to worry about having a roof over their head, where they don't have to worry about meals, where they don't have to worry about being kicked out or homeless or whatever. I'm very sensitive about that. But DMX said that, he's lived a good life. What can you say? And I always say, people, if adults, if you do drugs, then hey, do what makes you happy. And if those drugs kill you, but you did it because that's what made you feel good, who am I to regulate or, say no, whatever. If, bringing drugs brings you that much happiness, but that those drugs can kill you, and you do it anyway, hey, at least you went out how you wanted to go out, with doing stuff that made you happy. Who am I? So, I'm sad, but maybe he was finished with living on this earth. I mean, maybe he gave us the 50 years and that's all he could do. He was ready to exit. And, you got to think about that. I would tell my father, he liked drugs. He claimed he stopped, and I think my father died of a heart attack. I don't know. I've never heard of the autopsy. I really stopped talking to everybody. But anyway, um, but listen, if drugs make you happy, anyone, and you know that it could be a fatal hit, or a lethal hit or something, and you choose to do it as an adult, I can't fault that. I can't fault that. I can't be really sad. I can miss someone. I miss my dad, but what can I say? The same thing with me. If I travel all over the world, right, by myself, because I travel, I've been to 48 countries all over America. Sorry, all over the world. Excuse me, these wig hairs. Something happens to me while I'm out. That's my risk and my choice, but traveling made me happy. So if I pass away, somewhere in Russia or Africa or where else do I want to go? Cuba or Argentina, Mexico City. I'm just thinking about places I want to go. Greece. If something happens to me while I'm over, best believe that's how I want to go out. That's how I would like to. I don't want to die soon. Okay, let's not get it wrong. But I'm taking a risk by doing that. I don't even know if I'll ever travel again. But I'd much rather die somewhere in Greece or die in Argentina or Brazil or something than die crossing the street and getting hit by a truck. That's not how I want to go out. So if he had his last hit and it felt so good that he couldn't stop it, hey, that made him happy. He said he lived a good life. Well, listen, he's an adult. I'm not sad for his kids because they had 50 years of him, not 50 years of what but it was Rocky. He had a rough life. He did. In and out of jail, the drugs, just the demons. And there's just something that, some things that we just can't understand for whatever reason. But while he was here, he gave us gifts. And I'm happy he did. I'm really happy he did. I wish he could have lived longer, but, it is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe he was ready to go. Maybe he was ready. Maybe it was his time to depart. I just thought that he would pull through. I really did. I didn't think that he was going to die, but who am I? I'm not the creator. Maybe I was just being greedy, like, oh, just give us 10 more years, DMX. But sometimes people don't have 10 more years in them. I'm hoping I have like 40 to 50 years. I want to live to 100. I do. I got enough makeup. I got enough wigs. I'm ready. I'm down. Let's go. I'm ready. I am definitely ready. So we'll see. But I know that people are so sad. It's just such a shame because he was a real one. DMX was real. He was real. He was real. You don't get too many real ones. He was real. You can't say nothing was fake about DMX. You can't say that. You can say that about almost anyone else. Anyone else will sell out for anything. I don't think DMX was like that. His integrity. I think the only thing he sold out, the only time he sold out was he sold out himself with those drugs. But he kept it real. That's it. That was his joy. Whatever, because obviously he kept doing it over. I don't know, but just to leave 15 kids or 17 kids, whatever. Me and this guy went back and forth on Instagram, whatever. He was like, well, why are you worried about how many kids? Well, because two appeared, out of nowhere. What's the story behind that? I don't know. I'm just feeling mourning. I did know him. I did enjoy his work. I don't do well with deaths. It took me a while to get over Nipsey's death, and I didn't even know nothing about it. Let's not talk about family deaths, Friend, I thank God none of my friends have, passed away. I just couldn't. I'm not good with deaths, or the act of dying. I'm just not. I'm not. But I hope they celebrate, his life. And I guess he's at a better place now. He's wherever he is, he's at peace. Hopefully. Hopefully he's not. Yeah, I was gonna say something else, but no, hopefully he's finally at peace. Cause that brother could pray. Ooh, honey. I never in my life seen someone who can pray like DMX. Woo. Now, if I could do the editing thing, I would put just clips in between each segment of him praying. I don't know how to do that because I don't know how to cut a clip and then put it in here. I think the best I could do is put pictures. I don't think I'm good. I can't edit. Not tonight. Mm-mm. Maybe I will put some type of Photoshop of different clips of pictures of him, and no commentary from me. I think I may do that this weekend. I think he deserves it. I think I need to get on the ball, and this is my push. Oh goodness, this is just so sad, but I think we need to rejoice and celebrate the life that he led, or he lived, and the gifts that he did give us, the songs and the movies, and I don't know, the thought process, his tenacity, all that he's been through. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to cry, but I am really sad. I am truly mm, 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 mm. I remember, okay, after this I'm gonna have to get off, but I said in another video, I remember when I love Wendy Williams, but I remember when he was going to show up on Wendy Williams, and I was so, in person, this is before COVID, and I was just so excited. I just couldn't wait to see him, on Wendy Williams. And he didn't show up. He couldn't make it for whatever reason. I don't know if he got stuck or he got held up or something like that, but he never showed up. Did he go to jail or whatever? It's sad. You guys pray for his family and his soul. Pray for his soul that he's finally at rest. Please. Anyway, let me go before I start crying. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.